50 years ago, a single computer filled an entire room and cost more than a house. Then a handful of engineers shrank its brain onto a sliver of silicon the size of a fingernail and put one on 1 billion desks. This is how the microprocessor created personal computing. For decades, computers were giants. Mainframes the size of wardrobes, locked in air-conditioned rooms owned by governments, universities, and corporations. If you wanted to use one, you booked time and waited your turn. The idea of owning a computer was absurd. What changed everything was the chip. In the late 1950s, engineers learned to etch many transistors onto a single piece of silicon, the integrated circuit. In 1965, Gordon Moore noticed that the number of transistors on a chip was doubling about every 2 years. That relentless doubling, later called Moore's Law, would shrink and cheapen computing for the next half-century. Then in 1971, Intel did something radical. It put an entire processor, a computer's central brain, onto one chip. Suddenly, the microprocessor was born, and the heart of a computer cost a few dollars and fit on a fingertip. That made a computer something an ordinary person could finally own. In 1975, a tiny company sold the Altair 8800, a build-it-yourself kit on the cover of a hobbyist magazine. It was barely usable, but thousands sold, and a revolution had its spark. 2 college dropouts wrote software to run on it and founded a company called Microsoft. And in a California garage, 2 friends named Steve, Jobs, and Wozniak built a machine of their own. In 1977, their Apple II arrived. Not a kit, but a finished computer anyone could switch on and use. At first, these were toys for hobbyists, until a program called VisiCalc, the first spreadsheet, turned the personal computer into a serious business tool overnight. In 1981, the giant itself moved in. IBM launched the IBM PC. It made the personal computer respectable, and by using off-the-shelf parts and Microsoft's operating system, it accidentally spawned an industry of cheaper clones. Then in 1984, Apple answered with the Macintosh, the first affordable computer you controlled by pointing and clicking with a mouse instead of typing commands. Within a decade, the room-sized machine had become a box on your desk. The microprocessor didn't just shrink the computer, it handed its power to everyone. And it never stopped shrinking. The chip in your pocket today is millions of times mightier than the one that started it all.